from Davis-Wade Stadium in Starkville, Mississippi. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Vanderbilt Commodores and the Mississippi State Bulldogs. Along with David Pollock and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Holly Rowe, some interesting storylines setting up in this one.
Checking in with Coach Lee before the game, Coach said his message to the team this week is we have got to play every single game like it's a playoff game. They have done well in the conference so far, and he wants to continue that dominance, but consistency is the key. He keeps telling his team we just have to go 1-0 this week to keep that consistent approach going. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. And the Commodores ready to kick it away first. And he's going to bring it out. He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. So the Mississippi State Bulldogs offense onto the field first, and we'll see their opening script. Bluff Bothwell, last time out, scored a touchdown just under 100 yards in their victory. Taylor wants to throw it. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And you can tell this offense wanted to create a little bit of space being backed up, but how about the D? Coming out firing on all cylinders, getting the sack on the very first play.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Trying to make magic with his feet. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, I think you're seeing a lot of resiliency from this quarterback these last couple of plays. Got sacked on first down. It's second in California. And that last scramble, I know it didn't get the first, but it at least makes this third down.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. So Mississippi State will have to punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Not a lot of room to field this one. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. So the Vanderbilt Commodores offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Offense working from the pistol. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was on that last one.
Looks as if he's going to run it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. You know what they need, you know what they want, and you know what they deliver on third down. More cowbell. Pressure coming. They get to him as he throws. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Bulldogs. A pick six. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. What a play by this defense with the pick six.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
Here comes the Commodores offense onto the field, ready to start the drive. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. He works his way up to the 33 and is pushed out of bounds.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
At the 45 on his way. He'll pick up a few on the play, just enough for the first down. They'll mark it right at midfield. Offense in a bunch formation. got it behind the line. It's Sherrill. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense picks it up.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Taylor wants to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. The Bulldogs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Johnson. He's brought down quickly, minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Stepping to the right. Makes the catch. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I love the 3rd down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on 3rd down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle, and that's exactly what he did.
A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Coming out on first down with the play fake. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked up to 12.
This definitely isn't the start they drew up. I mean, you already throw a pick 6, now you get sacked. Man, they're going to have to find a way to settle this quarterback down, get something going offensively. So far, not a lot of positives to point to.
Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They mark it at the 29. On first down, here comes this offense. Makes the catch. It's Sherrill. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
Running inside, it's Alexander. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. To the air, it's Carter. Looking left. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll get him down after a solid return. Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get much going so far, punting it away on both possessions. Handoff from the gun. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Makes the grab. It's Johnson. He's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Vanderbilt has it back and heading out to go on the attack. They really need to find a way to generate some offense here, having fallen behind 13-zip. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on first down. Dropping back, it's Carter. Rushes on him. Takes a hit as he fires. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line, and he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Motion from the back. To the air on 2nd down. Finds his man. It's Alexander. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And it's good from 58 yards out.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for the squad.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. To the air on first down. Here's the pressure. Working that left side now. Still on his feet at the 45. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And the Bulldogs peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Taylor wants to throw it. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Bringing the heat. On the move to the right and looking for a big one.
It's nice when a QB can get outside the pocket and break down a defense and take off, but I thought the defense did a really good job of seeing it, understanding where he was going, kind of mirroring him towards the sideline as he rolled out to the right. Didn't give him any space to run the football, covering the pass deep. Really nice defense on that play.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. This would be a prodigious kick from 56 yards out and from the left side. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. The lead is still at double digits, but missed a chance to make it bigger.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
They're now out across the 40, and he's out of bounds at the 42. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. That's reeled in. It's Spence. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33. Big fella showing some ability. Got away from one tackle. Defense lucky they had a few more there to help.
Yeah, he's not a big stiff. He's not a blocking tight end. This guy can do some work out in the open field as well, and he showed you his athleticism.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. Wide open downfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If they're going to sit back in zone, I'm going to make sure I know exactly what they're doing, find those holes, find those crossing patterns, and take advantage of that zone coverage.
Got out of trouble and throws. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Looking downfield, it's Carter. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Vanderbilt. The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
Well, that was a huge touchdown for the offense there, just to try to get some mojo going here at halftime. It had been tough sledding here in the first half. Only a field goal before they finally got into the end zone. So obviously still a lot of work to do. You're still trailing on the scoreboard. But that's going to do a lot for their confidence, I think, before heading into the second half.
That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. Last drive ended after a long missed field goal, and they have it back ready to go to work. Quarterback making adjustments. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Behind the chains now on second and long. They'll give it to Fluff. Makes it past the marker. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. This time he wants to throw. Here comes the heat. Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. One more snap coming before halftime. Taylor wants to throw. Unloads to the right. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Just got to finish the play through the wide receiver. You got to look that one in and complete it. That's a bad drop.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Wants to fire on second down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Making side adjustments here. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Looking deep. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. Our first stop is with Kansas State taking on the Oklahoma State Cowboys.
The Bulldogs will line up to kick off and start the second half. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. What do they talk about at halftime, Holly?
I caught up with the Commodores head coach at halftime. They have found a lot of positive momentum here during this winning streak, but it is in jeopardy right now. He said this is the moment we have to come out and assert ourselves and be dominant to start the third quarter, gain some momentum here, and change the course of this game. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. On the move, it's Alexander. There's some room. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
The short hands, it's Alexander. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The Commodores with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Sherrill. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this third down in Starkville. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the football game. So I think this offense might have to take this opportunity to be aggressive, try to make this fourth down conversion, and try to go down the field and get some points on the board.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. From the gun, the ground game. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Taylor wants to throw it. Zings it complete to the right. Crosses to 35. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Hey, man, if you're going to make plays like that on slant throws, you got to be able to make catches in traffic. Good, strong hands by the wideout there on the slant.
He wants to change this route. Wants to throw on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Got a man, it's Johnson. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. Mississippi State comes out after picking up the first down. They'll run the counter. Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job
turning it on. What a play there, and he rips up a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Mississippi State hoping to ring up a score in this red zone trip. Here's a give to Bothwell. Could be an alley. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog! Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions, making the offense very predictable on the other side. Great job by the offense extending their lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Barnett. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for room, it's Alexander. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll keep it on the ground. Strong run on a pickup of 5 out to the 15. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. To throw, it's Carter. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
These are the plays as a defense.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, looking for the completion. Going downfield for the big play. Makes the grab in their space. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Commodores come to the line on the heels of that big pass play. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Alexander. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Alexander. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Commodores are flying down the field. Pulls it in. It's Thomas. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
Firing to the right. The offense coughs it up. Bounced right back to them. And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. They send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Carter. Got his man. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Commodores want to move quickly. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Wants to throw it. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Commodores, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Big guy smells it. And he was straining for the goal line, but the defense stopped him short. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
And he's going to go down at the 1. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Here's a heat. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. They're backed up 1st and 10 from their own 1. First up, they've got to avoid disaster. They'll start on the ground with Bluff Bothwell. Looks as if he'll work his way forward and get it up to about the 11-yard line. Timeout called here on defense, so they'll have a couple remaining in addition to the 2-minute stoppage to try to maximize time and get the football back. After the 9-yard pickup on first down, here's 2nd and 1. They'll move the tight end. Fluffed off well again. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. So they'll use a timeout here. One more remaining, and of course the 2-minute stoppage coming up as well.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. They'll use a timeout on defense here. That's their final one. The clock stops just once more at the 2-minute mark. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Softened him up with a run, and now the throw. Takes the easy one to the back. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Taylor wants to throw. Under fire. Unleashes one. Got his man downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered. An explosive play to the 40. And the Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looking to throw on first down. Makes a catch. It'll be a gain of 6. Sets up 2nd and 4. The Bulldogs can really attack on this 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. And you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
The great Nick Saban often says players often respond better to losses. They listen more than they do if they're getting away with things in wins. So maybe this is an opportunity to recalibrate.
I think you take it first and you internalize it and you get upset because obviously the goal was to win the game. But you've also got to flip the switch really quickly, Jesse, and say, okay, what do I need to work on? Because I only got one loss. I'm still very much in the thick of all of my dreams that I want to come true. So I can't take it too hard, but I got to use it.
Yeah, this loss definitely hurts, and I know one of the goals for this team at the start of the year was to go undefeated and win a national championship. You can't go undefeated anymore, but you can still win a national championship. The key is the leadership in the locker room. They've got to turn the page. They've got to get everybody refocused. You can't let this loss now turn into 2 or 3 or more down the road.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College